Yo, what's up, guys, and welcome back to the second episode of the Soundproof podcast with me, Tom Wilson, and we've got Jonth here as well.
What's good?
And this week we're lucky to have Domastic on the podcast. His real name's Kelvin. What's up, dude? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Just chilling at the moment and making lots of music. What about you guys?
Yeah, doing good. While we're recording this, it's Friday night, so no complaints at all. We're going into the weekend. So yeah, Doing good, thanks, man. So yeah, a lot of you probably know who Kelvin is already, but if you don't, he's been doing bits with music. He's released on NCS loads. He's had collabs with people like Moti and Laidback Luke. So yeah, let's go into that. How did the Laidback Luke collab happen?
Back in 2019, I released Elephant, self-released it, and I saw that he was playing it like constantly all the time for like 3 years straight, pretty much. And at one day, he made like a video about how he made the Jackie Chan remix, and he said in there that he got inspired by Elephant, and he basically he liked the vibe and continued with the style, and that was quite cool. So I've made like a song in that same style like Elephant, and that was like You Don't. And and so I had this idea ready, and I sent it to Luke, and he was like, yeah, it sounds really amazing, and he was down to collab on it, and that's basically how it started.
That's dope.
That's so dope, man. Yeah, I saw that song being played like on Tomorrowland and shit like that. A lot of artists played it, didn't they? There's some played, but like it was released last year, and we all know the coronavirus is going on, so not lots of. Oh no, sorry, I'm talking about Elephant.
Like Elephant. Okay,
Yeah.
Elephant was played quite a lot. Yeah, on Ultra, on Tomorrowland by Alan Walker, by Galantis even, and
That's
like
so sick, man.
A bunch
crazy.
of your music's been like supported though, hasn't it? Because like where was it, Jesper? When we were at ADE in 2018, so we went to Garrick's and Brooks was playing after. And
I remember this.
What remix was it? Everybody Hates Me.
Brooks
Brooks played your remix of that, and I went absolutely fucking crazy, dude.
Do you still wait? Who has that video? Who has the video of that? It's fucking hilarious. You're just, it's Kelvin.
I think Eric made it. Amazing. I'm not sure, but Eric also filmed it like a long time ago. Like, Yeah, Brooks played it quite a lot, like the remix. It was sick.
He played that at Tomorrowland as well, didn't he?
He did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that's so sick.
Yeah, man.
So it's awesome to see it, like when
such good support. So you got a collab with Moti as well. So obviously you released on his label as well. Like how did? Okay, we're gonna get all the collabs out of the way and ask how they happen, because you've got so many good collabs with like bigger artists, and I want to know how you got them exactly. So Moti, what was the story there?
The story with Moti was. He really liked Forever, and he sent it me on SoundCloud, actually, a PM or a DM, asking about like an extended. And then he said like he really likes it a lot, and if he asked basically if I was down to make to do a collab, and I was like, yeah, sure, let's do this. And that's basically how it all started. So through SoundCloud DMs, pretty much. Yeah,
dude, that's so dope. So he reached out to you, actually.
Yeah, he did.
That's really sick, man.
Yeah.
And how did that track come out as it is? Because I'd say that's way more melodic than the majority of stuff you were releasing at that time. So, but it's like it's still a fresh sound as such. But how did both of your influences play into that as such? Because you can kind of hear it's a bit different from what you maybe normally do.
Yeah. So he sent it out the first sketch, like he had the melody and chords, everything ready. That's from his side. And what I did to the song was like adding like my signature sounds. Like I've used sounds from the Everybody Hates Me remix in the leads. I've added my bass from it as well, from the Everybody Hates Me remix, and added my own drums effects and added some like small more details and like arps and stuff like that. And that's how it like that was basically my part of it.
Just built on his idea basically.
He made like a sketch, like a break idea and a drop idea, but not like really completed. It was like just a sketch, and I just filled it up with my own sounds and everything. Yeah,
it's funny because we spoke about something similar last week. We spoke about like signature sounds, and I feel like you are one of these people who have such a clear signature sound in the way you sound design and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's really cool because whenever you make a song, or if you are ever collabing with someone, I feel like your sound always shines through in like a really sick way.
Yeah, that's
really
awesome.
dope,
that's like like one of my goals. Like every time when I make a song or like a collab, I want to like that people can hear that there are elements or like stuff in there that sound like me, you know.
Well, when we first joined the Boove, we'll explain what the Boove is in a bit. It's a very exclusive club, but
it's the VIP.
Yeah.
When we first joined the Boove, it was like you were always in there sound designing a lot of the time. You would be working on music, and like I remember like some of us joined and we'd be like, wait, why is he just sound designing? Is he not just working on music and just using presets? So it's like your sound design is definitely your signature thing. Like it shines through you, like doing like cool shit with like wavetables and stuff, you know. Like and the way you manipulate sounds is super cool.
You must have been doing that for a long time though, like because you were already really good at sound designing like 3-4 years ago as well, right?
Yeah, like the main reason why I think I got so much into it was like when I started out, I just tried first the basics, how to produce music, and then like after 1 or 2 years, I tried like many genres, from like moombahton to pop music to hardstyle, hardcore, dubstep. Like I tried everything, and I was like checking out and listening and watching like what are the important things in those genres. And by doing that, like I was focusing on that, and from every tips and tricks in every genre, I took it and learned from it and tried to put it in my own production and into sound design. And that's pretty much
the first really like notable release I would say from you was Weird Dream on NCS.
Yeah.
So then that was like the sound design on that was insane. Like it was like nothing that had been released like that at the time. And then from that you obviously got the like you had the Retrovision collab on NCS as well. So like just talk us through that period and how everything panned out at that time, because you kind of just went from like 0 to 100 real quick with both of those songs, I feel like.
Yeah. Well, it actually started with one song before. It was You and Me, which was released on a small SoundCloud label called... is it better if I don't know the name of it anymore? It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist anymore, so yeah. But shout out to you, Luke. Luke, you're the OG, if you're watching. But
Classic.
Okay, it was released somewhere. Okay.
It was released on Luke's label. I will just say Luke's label because his name was Luke. And he just had like, I don't know, like 2 or only 1,000 followers. And I released You and Me there. And it was actually my first release ever. It went like, I don't know what happened. We didn't put any promo in there, but it went viral. Like it went into the viral charts on Spotify in like 5 countries. It's like in Germany, sick, in Norway, in Canada, and like a few more. But yeah, that was crazy. And in no time, it had like millions of streams. And yeah, that really gave me a good start. Like imagine having your first release and getting that like cloud or like reach already.
Yeah.
That's what you want, man.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
Is motivating as fuck right there.
Then did NCS reach out to you, or did you send them the demo from there? How did that work out?
Yeah, like the thing was, I was already talking, like I was already in a community, and the manager of NCS, he was in that community or group as well, and we had like already lots of contact with each other, and he was like, "Yo, do you have music for NCS?" And then I sent him Weird Dream pretty much, and he said like, "Wow, this is crazy," and I was like, "I'm not sure because." Like, I just released my first song ever, you know, and back in the time, I was that person that when you finish the song, you can't hear it or you don't want to hear it because, I don't know, it's weird, you know?
Yeah,
no, I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, like I was that person. Like right now, I don't care anymore if I hear my song, but back in the days, I was kind of shy or like maybe afraid to hear my own music because I've heard it a lot and then I got annoyed or some shit. Yeah.
You also, I feel like when you do that as well, you start noticing all the things that you don't like about the song more than the stuff you do like. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, like you finish it off and you think, oh, there's like this tiny little transient click that I've left in or something, which most people won't hear that, but you'll hear that in the song every time, and that will annoy you. There's so many tracks I've released where I can hear stuff like that. No one picks up on it, and I pick up on it, and I'm like, fuck's sake. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. But it's like we can also sit and listen to like music and be like, pick out parts out of the songs that we like don't particularly like, but it's all like subjective at the end of the day as well.
True.
It could be something that you feel is a flaw with the song, but some people actually really enjoy that specific part as well. Yeah. So it's something that I think about a lot.
You mentioned that. Can I right? There's this really weird thing. Do you know Madison Mars Atom? I think the song is. There's one bit of percussion in the drop which is panned to one ear, which is slightly out of time, and I can't listen to that song. It ruins the whole song because there's this tiny little out of time percussion click he has. Everyone go listen to that song now who's watching. Go listen to it. See if you can notice what I mean. That annoys me so much, and I don't know why. I just wanted to bring that up. That reminded me of that. That's
actually there's with elephants. I've rendered the song and I've made a mistake. Sometimes when you copy paste, you have like samples stacked on each other, you know? Yeah. So what happened with Elephant is still like, if you listen to it on Spotify, you can still hear it. In the break, there's like a snap. You like, normally it's sounding good, and then suddenly there's like a really loud slap, and that's because there's like another layer of of the snap like layered on top of it by accident.
It's so easy to do that.
Oh my God.
Honestly.
Yeah. Like I've listened to that song. It was a while ago since I listened to it, but I did listen to it a lot, and I've never thought about that either.
Well, let's go and listen to it after this, and then
I don't know at what time, but it's definitely in the break. It's definitely in the break.
Now you said that, every time I listen to that song now, I'm just gonna hear it now. So thanks for pointing that out.
Yeah, you're ruining a good song for me.
It's an Easter egg.
Yeah, exactly. It's an Easter egg now.
I did it on purpose. No, I did not.
Yeah, man.
So the Retrovision collab. So Retrovision uses Ableton, uses FL. How did that work? We haven't talked about that with stems. How does process of stem stuff work for you like that? So obviously both your sounds shine through in there. So who like started it? Who finished it? How did that come about? Everything about it. Go on, let's hear it.
Yeah, so I started the project, and the fun fact is the first version that I've created was totally different than the end result. Like it was first like a heavy hitting electro house song, like maybe comparable with like the older Dyro stuff, you know, the Dyro house stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, exactly. So what happened was I was asking Mathieu, Retrovision, for like feedback, and he said like, oh yeah, I really like those sounds, it's really dope, and and then he asked to work together on this, and I was like, yeah, sure. So I sent him the stems, and he pretty much like retrofied it, like, you know, with his style, and added like the piano chords and stuff, and then like what we did was like basically we ended the project in his in Ableton on his PC. What we did was like I was just sending out stuff to him all the time, like WAV files. I was like creating ideas. He sent me like the latest version he created in Ableton. I dropped it down in FL Studio and then built around that, and then rendered it out as a waveform, and then send it back towards him so he can drop it in a project.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. You guys have known each other for a while now, though, right?
Yeah, like for how long now? I think just before Weird Dream when Weird Dream got released. So like,
because you guys, I remember you guys hung out a lot at like ADE, and you've been hanging out like whenever you get the chance to meet as well, right?
Yeah, like so I think I've met him like in 2016 already. Yeah.
I was already a fan of both of your music like way back then as well. So like before I knew you, or before I like any of this.
It was actually funny.
I remember. Sorry.
It was actually funny because the year before that, I was still studying, and I was doing my internship at a record label, PM Recordings, and I was like some sort of A&R. and I was telling my boss like, yo, you have to check out this guy. He's making really fresh music. And back, like, when I was in my internship, I wasn't, like, really far yet with music production. And I was talking about Retrovision then. Like, I suggested my boss to sign music. So you were a
fanboy. You were a fanboy before a friend.
I was pretty much. Yeah, I was. But I wasn't really, like, a fanboy. I just noticed his songs on SoundCloud.
No,
like, for real. I was just doing A&R stuff, and I was checking out him, and I was like, oh, he sounds really good, and he's really talented. And so I just sent him his page over to my boss, and he said like, yeah, this is really cool. And then I pretty much, like, for real, I pretty much forgot about the name Retrovision, because back then he wasn't that big.
Yeah.
And and then 1 year or 2 years later, I'm actually friends with him and made a collab. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, man.
I was gonna say, didn't you played a show with him, didn't you, in France as well? And he like, I've got written here, he taught you English. I can't remember who told me that.
Yeah, I've taught him English. Like he learned it from me.
Oh, that's the.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
okay.
He learned it from me, and he was like, like when you talk English, I can understand it like so well, and it's so easy to learn from you. And like normal English people or speakers are like talking really fast or have like a strong accent. Like his older manager, or like his old manager, he was like from, I think like something around Birmingham, and he had like a really strong accent.
Birmingham accent,
yeah.
And speaking of speaking of this whole like Retrovision thing, like, sorry, it's been going on in my head like for so long now, and I just want to get it out of my system.
Sure.
So, like whenever we talk about like you and Retrovision, it always gives me flashbacks to that ADE set at the Hexagon gig when you guys were playing in the bathroom. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
Oh my god, that was bands, man. That was so bands.
I wasn't there for that. I can't remember what I was
you missed out. You missed out on the awful smells, but the good music.
Go on. Explain. How do you play a set in a? Why were you playing a set in a bathroom? It's like what?
Well, like the story of the venue was like, normally it's a gay club.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened was they had like separate areas where DJs were playing. So they have just like not the normal rooms, or like the main room, second area, and they had an area in the bathroom where there's like toilets and shit. And
dude, it's not even toilets. It's like porta potties that they're like just shoved into the walls as well.
And like like two walls like that. And those walls were like doors, and people were coming out of those doors because they were taking a dump or some stuff like that.
Oh my god!
And like in the middle, like where you can wash your hands, like where the sink's at, it was like a giant pink penis.
Oh, sure.
It was actually a penis, and at like the balls, that's what the DJ set was. So we were playing on the balls of like a giant pink penis.
Man, it was so fucking funny. Actually, speaking of the porta potties, I have a mini story here that I don't even fucking think I've told you guys about this. So I went there with my brother as well. Like, you remember meeting my brother for the first time that event as well, right? Yeah. He was so pissed drunk, dude. He was pissed drunk out of his fucking mind. I hope he doesn't mind me telling people about this. So I think Jonas Aiden was either he played there at like some point, or he was just there because he walked into one of these porta potties right in front of me and my brother. And I told my brother, was like, and I was like, dude, look, it's Jonas Aiden. He's going in to take a shit. And he thought I was kidding. So when Jonas closed the door to the porta potty, he put his fucking foot over the door to just lock him in. And then he was like, I was like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? And then he just took his foot down. And then out comes Jonas. No. I was like, yo, what's good? And just like shook hands with him and shit. And Martin was like, dude, I thought you were kidding.
Oh no.
I can't believe I haven't told you guys about this.
That's so funny.
Yeah, man, it's fucking funny. But like, he's not used to this either, like going to ADE and shit and just seeing like artists like literally on the street or entering a fucking porta potty either. Yeah, man. Oh, that event, like, if it wasn't for that like particular like toilet gig that you guys had, I probably wouldn't have had as much fun, not gonna lie, because like most of the action was in there. I couldn't even get down to watch Don Diablo play, like, because it was so crammed with people on like downstairs. Yeah. Man.
Like the stairs weren't like really, like you didn't have lots of room as well to go downstairs or upstairs. It was really cramped. Yeah.
I could kind of move around when Raven and Crane was playing, like upstairs, but when everybody was jumping, like the floor was so weak, I almost thought it was gonna fall through the fucking floor because everyone was jumping.
I cannot wait to come to this next time AD is
yeah,
on.
man, you missed out though. You missed out.
It sounds so dodgy.
Yeah, it was so dodgy, man.
What you're like 5'4", like 5'4" feet, or what? Like, I'm like 6'5". I'm 6'5". Yeah. Imagine like a huge tall boy like walking up the stairs, and like even playing in the bathroom, I had to like bend over because I couldn't.
Yeah,
fit.
I know. There was like a beam over you. Or something,
man. Right? Like I'm too tall, man. It's sometimes it's a pain in the ass.
This makes me think. So why was I was thinking back in my head, have I seen Kelvin play anywhere before? And I have because of Dance Fair. But this is making me think of Dance Fair when we bumped into Music by Lucas. You just started grabbing your hair and calling you.
Yeah, wait, I haven't heard about this. What's this?
You haven't heard about this?
No, you haven't told me about this.
So wait, this was like 20. Was this 2018 or 19? No, this must be 19. 2019 Dance Fair.
I think it was 19. Yeah.
Yeah. We were just like hanging out, just whatever. Music by Lucas was fast, cool guy, whatever. But he bumps into us, and he just the first thing he goes to Kelvin is like, "Oh, you're Domastic. Oh, noodle hair." And like he put it on his Instagram story, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. It was random. Yeah.
But there you go. But
man.
I think that was the first time I met you. But yeah, no, you are very tall. You're what? Are you 6'4"? Did you say?
I'm 6'5" actually.
6'5".
What's that in meters for the rest of the world?
1 meter 97 centimeters. So almost close to 2 meters. Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah. With a fro, you're probably above 2 meters with the afro.
Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
Tall boy.
Tall boy, indeed.
I need to grow an afro again because it's been a long time ago. I miss you, buddy.
Or just spike your hair up so you're a little bit taller.
Yeah,
true.
I think Jasper needs to do that more, if I'm being honest.
Oh, dude, I got fucking volume in my hair, dude.
It will look good on him. Not gonna lie.
It would look, especially with the long hair.
I'll just next time I go to the fucking barbershop, which is gonna be like next week, because like, have you seen this mess? I'm gonna just ask them to like permanently curl my hair. Ooh, be hilarious.
Ooh, fucking hilarious. I want to see that.
Oh man, like all of this was such a long time ago as well. Fuck this COVID thing, man. Yeah. So many things has changed. There's so many new like trends in music and shit that's just been coming up this year.
Let's get Kelvin's opinion on some of the trends. Let's see what you think.
Okay.
So right, Kelvin, what do you think about Slap House? What's your opinion on Slap House?
I knew this was coming. The thing is, it's really catchy. I can see why it's popular because, it like I said, it's catchy, and
you can leave it at that if you want. You can leave it at catchy.
If you don't wanna rip on it too much, if you will offend anyone, we could just.
I will say the pros. It's catchy. It's simple, and it will. It's stuck. It will stay in your head, like stuck in your head, because it's so catchy. But I guess it's not just my opinion about it, but I think many people that produce music, especially EDM or like that goes into like more detail, knows that it's like not really hard to make slap house.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's a good way of putting it. I think.
I just want to say I don't think that's the problem for me.
No, like the real problem for me, like, is actually that they use older songs and just put like a bass line underneath it.
This is another trend.
This moves into
cover remixes.
Yeah.
What do you think a cover remix is? Let's think Slap House. Let's think original Slap House. That's what you're talking about. Yeah. But cover remixes are often linked with Slap House. What do you think about them?
Well, it's not cover remixes. The thing is, they just put it out as an original, and they act like it's like the original song and not like a cover.
Yeah, but that's the loophole, though. That's the loophole. Like, if you just name it the same title and call it a cover, you don't even have to credit anyone besides in the writing, like, credits.
Exactly. But
that's
the
sad
thing about it, like, you see people remixing, like, really old, good songs, and, like, the younger generation, they don't know those older songs, and they just hear the newer song, and they think, like, that's the OG one. And I think,
that's so true, man.
In my opinion, when it's done well, it's good, because think about that. Dancing in the Moonlight, the remix of that came out. It's it was like a new version of it. That was so good. That was such a well-made like version, and it was like a mix between like deep and like tropical house almost. It was so good, and it's like it did the old version justice. I don't think that's the problem. I think the problem is when these people try and put out loads of these slap house remixes, cover remixes, and and put them as their own song just for Spotify streams. So they'll make like one or two every couple of weeks. You know what I mean, and put them out.
Yeah,
I think that's the problem.
Tough, yeah, but now you're kind of being a little bit of a hypocrite because you did recommend in one of your TikToks, to remember this, you did recommend people in one of your TikToks that if you want to make some quick money, this is what you got to do.
I said do it on an alias. I said don't do it on your mate. Right. This is the thing. If you make an alias and you want to do that, go ahead. Go and do it. I don't think it's a good idea. Like, I personally don't like it, but like, go ahead, do it. Like, you'll probably like if you can make it to a high quality, you will do well because it's in trend at the moment. But like, I would never release that stuff on my main alias. I see a lot of people recently happily putting out slap house stuff on their main alias, and it's like, I think it's better just to keep your defined sound and just keep edit your change your sound with the times and stuff, but don't start making slap house out of nowhere. Yeah, man, you know what I mean? You lose credibility. So
the thing is, the problem with it isn't necessarily that it's a cover, that it's like slap house, not even that it's low quality. It's just that there's so many of them. Like the oversaturation is like through the roof. Like I remember back when Future Bounce was still a thing. Like, it's still kind of a thing, but it's not like popular anymore. But that genre died solely because of the amount of like mediocre like songs just blowing up and then dying afterwards.
As Kelvin said, it's just putting a bass line under a vocal, like on the newer stuff, and it's just using you can just open the same template, change the bass line, and put the vocal in there, and you've made a new song.
I don't mind that, really. I don't mind the simplicity of it.
I don't mind the simplicity, but often it's just like very like low effort music, and you can tell that in the way it's produced. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I mean, low effort music can still be good music.
But it doesn't stand out. But it's not low effort in the way that it's like it's just like they don't try and do. There's nothing special about it. It's low effort in that sense. Not low effort in the production. It's low effort in the sense that it's got nothing unique or special about it. So like, you don't stand out from the crowd with it. You know what I mean?
There are a few slap house songs. Like, what's the new one from A-Lock that released just like last week or like 2 weeks ago? What's
but that's different. He was a pioneer of the genre. So like, he's one of the people that can like still do it well, in my opinion.
That's still not the reason why I like the song. The song is actually a really good song, in my opinion, and it's just that, you know. Even though it's slap house, it's not a cover remix though, but it's high quality and it's very well written.
I think all this stuff gets paired together. So going along with that stuff, let's get your opinion on one more trend. So quantity over quality. Now, I see this a lot of the time at the moment where people like artists are just throwing out as much music as possible and hoping something sticks instead of trying to keep the quality high. So in my opinion, with quantity over quality with music on something like Spotify, is you can get a track big sometime, but you don't like build up as loyal a fan base or get labels as interested. Whereas with quality, you get the opposite of that, where you'll like, even if it's less streams, you have more people sticking around, and then you have more like labels interested and stuff. So what's your opinion on
that? I'm more like a guy that focuses more on quality than quantity. Yeah. I do think if you release lots of tunes like in a short time, that it doesn't really benefit you. Indeed, what you said, like with the fan base and stuff, you don't really gain loyal followers, I guess.
Yeah.
And like the fan base you already have, they most of the time, if you rush out songs way too quick, they can tell and hear it, and they will be like let down and disappointed in sort of way. Like, they expect some sort of quality that you make. If you suddenly do something like that sounds rushed and not like the quality that it normally has or is, like a track that you make, then it's not benefiting you.
So the way I sort of describe that is, if you're going with quality, you're doing it more for your fan base and like trying to build a fan base. Whereas if you're doing quantity, it feels more like you're doing it just to play the Spotify algorithm and get streams almost. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I know what you mean. Like, for me personally, I just make I just go for like quality more because I like it myself, and it's not like pure because of the fan base.
I would say I'm the same in that sense. I think. Okay, leading on, that's the same thing with our like whole group. Like, I think this is part right. So this is going back to the Boove that we mentioned earlier, but this is part of the reason our group is so good, because we all we all have the joint goals. So we talked about this last episode, but we all know that we want to make quality music. Like,
yes.
And we will go back and refine something for a year if we have to get it right. We're those sorts of people, but I think so. The Boove is just like a bunch of us who are producers who all met a while ago. Kelvin created the Discord. It's called the Boove because I pronounced Booth wrong, and I pronounced it. I pronounced it Boove ages ago. So now that's stuck, and we have a little logo. We have a little logo and stuff for our Discord. with Boove
it's
on
very
it.
VIP.
It's yeah. So, exactly. but no, we just play a bunch of games and stuff in there as well.
Yeah.
But like all the boys are there. But no, that's a great thing. Like we all like help each other, like feedback, and we all respect quality. But I think that's like really like a really good thing for our group, 100%.
So like judging by like, I could kind of expect that you would say that you like definitely prefer quality, because like judging by the tunes that you release, they are very high quality, and they pretty much always have been, like ever since I started listening to your music. But what I'm kind of wondering, because you don't release that often. Like I release maybe like once a month, once every other month, and I think Tom also releases
your
maybe
quality
like once a
makes
month.
sense now, Jesper.
Oh, fuck yourself. But so what I'm kind of wondering, like, is on the money side, if I may ask, like, is it sustainable for you? Are you able to do music full time?
Yeah, well, I right now I still live at home, so it's doable.
That is a luxury, man. Trust.
Like it's enough. I just like have spare money every month to spend on stuff. But right now I just started with my side job to basically get like a better income, so I can get my driver's license finally, because I didn't have time for it as well. And like upgrade my studio as well, like quicker, like getting money quicker to get like the upgrades and stuff you need quicker.
I just upgraded. I didn't say this last episode. Sorry to butt in. I want to say sorry to butt in. I just get really excited. No, I just upgraded. I just upgraded my computer. I love it.
About time.
You still don't have a fucking GPU.
I don't have a GPU because of all these bit miners. But talking about upgrades, your boy got an i9 10900K. So 10 core i9, it is like 32 gigs of RAM. It is like lightning when producing.
Man, everybody's just upgrading their PCs right now. We have fucking Ewan, and then now you're upgrading.
Well,
I need to upgrade as well, man.
I discorded Ewan, and he told me how to build it step by step. But I've got a 32-inch widescreen now as well. So like compared to the last episode, I'm like, where do I look on the screen? Do you know what I mean?
You'll get used to it. You'll get used to it.
I love having a widescreen. Honestly, it's so good.
Man, I can
as well. It's so good. What do you want to upgrade? What do you want to upgrade in your studio?
Right now, I would say my monitors, because I still have the KRKs. But
there's nothing wrong with the KRKs.
No, there's nothing wrong. But like in my room, I don't know how it's not like just a regular square room, but like it has like all kinds of weird shapes.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I think I need like a subwoofer, because the low end is really hard to hear in my room.
Yeah.
Everything else is really nice, but the low end is like just gone simply.
Yeah.
So I don't
have a problem with the sub on mine. I don't know. I feel like maybe this room that I'm sitting in is a little bit too big. Ever since I got the couch in, it's fine though. Like, but it was. I feel like the KRKs are really boomy though.
I hate rockets for producing, man. They're not flat. They're not flat at all.
They are not, honestly. Like I kind of regret that I didn't get the
Yamahas.
Yeah, the Yamahas instead. Like the KRKs are better for like DJing. I still don't have a problem with the KRKs. Like.
I don't have a problem.
Yeah, it doesn't make anything worse for me, but I feel like I would have made a little bit higher quality mixes if I had Yamahas. But that's like
I choose to produce on headphones though because of that.
Yeah,
I feel like that's a nitpicking though. Like I prefer to produce on monitors though.
Same.
So, yeah. It's more about getting to know your gear rather than to having the best gear, in my opinion.
This is why I decided to get to know my headphones, because with my headphones, I can take them anywhere and use them. You set your speakers up in a different room, they're going to sound fucked. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
So like,
that is very true, actually.
Yeah.
But
that's a good.
Go on.
Yeah, no, I just say that's a good
good thinking about it. Like if you use your headphones all the time, that you get used to it, and it doesn't matter where you're going, you still get used to it. And if you like switch your monitors like a tiny little inch, that it sounds like already completely off. For example,
honestly, if you tilt them in instead of straight or wherever or up or down, like you can tell the difference.
Yeah,
like, you can honestly tell the difference. Like I've had to push one of my speakers up a bit because my widescreen wouldn't fit on without me like pushing up because there's another desk at the side. So it's like it does sound different now. So I didn't raise the other one. I think I sent a photo of my setup and you were like, why are your speakers like different heights?
Like your left speaker was like way more up front, and I was like, that's not right.
Yeah, bro. Ever since I rearranged this whole room and I moved everything around, I feel personally that my mixes has gotten like way better, because this is the first time ever since I actually have that perfect triangle with my monitors. Actually, like I don't understand how I've been able to mix decently without this like setup that I have right now.
Yeah.
Up until like now, it's
but you have
crazy.
a stupid overkill setup. You have like 2 monitors and a TV above, don't you?
No, the TV's in the living room now. I don't have the TV. I literally had the TV on top just so I could watch TV, because it was a bedroom studio before, because I lived in a different city before.
Okay.
So,
you know what I also do think, like even though if your monitors aren't like really high end, if you are like using it a lot, like spend like hours, maybe years on it, listening lots of music of it, if you like learn to use them and work with them, they're also like, you can really get good mixes as well. Like you might not get like the great detail, but you can 100%. Get like a good like decent mix already.
Yeah, just from referencing.
This is the thing, you need to know, if you know what they sound like. It's like, so I mixed my song In Your Eyes on Apple AirPods in a cafe. I mixed it in a cafe on like not AirPods, sorry, the in-ear ones, but the Apple headphones. It's because I spent years listening to them before. It's the same thing with speakers or headphones. Like once you know what they sound like with the music you normally listen to,
isn't that one of your biggest songs as well?
Yeah.
Is it still your biggest one, or do you have another one that's bigger now?
I've got it's my biggest one on Spotify. I've got stuff bigger on YouTube, but it's my biggest one on Spotify.
Yeah, like I think that honestly speaks volumes. Like just getting to know your gear rather than to know. Like, or rather than to have like
it's the ear, not the gear. It's the ear.
Yeah,
literally. There we go. There we go. You should put that on a t-shirt, mate.
Quote of the week.
Yeah.
There
quote
we go.
of the week. Yeah. Put that
gear,
on the
idea.
Instagram.
It's like that, isn't it?
Yeah, like it's just these tiny things. Like I think studio monitors, like they like don't reach the same kind of low end as other like speakers or
like you need to put reverb on your sub bass to get like a good low end.
Don't tell people that.
You know people are going to believe you. You know people are going to believe you.
I know.
At this,
And if you're new to music,
if you're new to music, don't listen to that. Go and research yourself. Don't listen to that. So
I like to make jokes, so
Speaking of putting reverb on your sub bass, your last song Royalty was released pretty recently. I heard a lot of reverb on your sub bass there. Tell us about that song.
Was there lots of reverb on there? Oh, I can't remember, to be honest. About Royalty, like I created that idea last year, and what I wanted with the track was like to create something different and more like mysterious. Like I was gonna
say is a different sound to what you'd normally go for with that one.
Like I wanted to go. That's where that's the time when I wanted to chill down like a bit with my music, since the festivals and clubs were closed, and the like make listening music and more chill music was like the way to go, because nobody is going to a festival or club right now. So that's actually one of the first songs that is like sort of my newer kind of style, I would say.
I have to say your newer style. So I've heard some of the unreleased stuff you have, and it is amazing. I love this sound really from you. Good. Like I personally prefer this sound because I would like listen, like as you said, I'd listen to this and put it in my playlist. And like your old stuff, I'd love to hear it at a club, but like I'm not sure I'd listen to it casually, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
so
I get you.
More of that stuff is going to be sick. Some of the stuff you have.
So I'm kind of like, I've been speculating about that a lot. Like if I should put out some deeper stuff as well. But I'm just contemplating like, what would my core fan base think about that? I did ask them on Instagram, and most of them would be if I did like deeper stuff. But I'm kind of wondering, like, if you normally do like heavier stuff and then you just move over to the deep stuff, like what do your core fan base think about that? You know, do you think it matters? Do you think it matters at all?
Well, of course, sometimes you have to listen what they think about it. It's good. Like, critique is always good if it's positive or negative. But at the end, I do think you have to follow what you like to do and what you love to do.
Yes.
And I'm like kind of doing like what my focus was always, like, when I make music, I want to make a track that sounds like me and that people can recognize me, whatever genre it is. So like now, even though I make the upcoming songs are like more minimalistic, stripped down, lesser elements. I will try to make like still like make it so people can hear it's me, and like maybe like put a focus on the sound design or like with the effects, stuff like that, you know.
And you do it so well with these songs as well. It's such a like unique twist on that kind of sound. Like, it's instantly recognizable, even though like it's not the same kind of music that you've done before, because like your music before has been a lot heavier than this. But I don't know, I really enjoy this new stuff that you're going to put out as well.
I think it's partly as well, it's partly the way you write. So it's like, I think it was the other day you were streaming in the Boove, and you like we're just writing some chords for like your break, and I could just tell it was you, just the way you wrote it. And I think that's the thing from all of us. You can tell when someone's written something in a certain way. That's another thing. Like,
everyone has like a different workflow, of course.
So I could completely tell that was you. So speaking of that, do you have like any upcoming music coming up soon?
Yeah, to be honest, I have nothing planned at the moment, but I do have lots of tracks ready, and right now I'm just like finding a good place to release. Like, good home for it.
Yo, A&Rs, hop on this opportunity.
Well, if any A&Rs do watch this, I don't know why you would, but if any A&Rs do watch this,
it's a good podcast. Stop.
It is. No. Okay, if any A&Rs do watch this, hit Calvin up.
Definitely.
Is most of your stuff like chill stuff, or is it like club? Like, have you still got some club stuff, or is it mainly the more like chill sounds you're doing now?
The last few songs are more like chill, but there's like one song which is like a mixture between chill and can be played in a club. Yeah,
that's dope.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, cool. I'm looking forward to hear like new stuff from, even though I honestly probably like we're the first ones to hear the stuff before you even release it. But I'm looking forward to see you release more music in the future as well.
Awesome. Yeah, same, to be honest. Like right now I only have like 2 days free, and the rest of the time in the evenings I will spend on music. Yeah, so I mean, like the side job what I'm doing right now, it's quite good for me because I'm not stuck at home constantly. Like, I'm in a new area and I'm getting my head clear. So I'm actually making more music than before, which is weird because now I'm like working 5 days in a week.
You've got all night to make music as well, so you're good.
Exactly.
You don't need. Who needs sleep? You know.
Yeah,
sleep is for the weak.
I only sleep like 4 hours or 5 hours per day. Like, I don't need more, to be honest.
That's all you need. To be fair, I'd agree with you completely. Like, when I was, so I'm at uni at the moment, and when I go in, it's like I feel like I could come back and make a lot better music. But I don't know why, I've just gotten this habit for the last couple of weeks where I'll just like start something every day, and I've liked most of the stuff I've made. But like before, it would be I would have to keep my head clear and do what you say, like go and work. But I think I've just got into the workflow of making myself make music. I think you can do that after a while, but if you don't feel like doing that, then it's like, I completely agree. You need to go and do something else to inspire you in a different way. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
We all got our different ways to get inspired. Honestly, most of the time, what works for me is just waking up, grabbing a cup of coffee, and just not talking to anyone for like an hour, and then after a while, an idea just hits me. You know,
I'm also like that, man. Like literally, when I wake up, I can't like talk to people, otherwise I'm getting annoyed. I just want to chill.
You need more sleep, then. You need more sleep. That's
no, but I'm just like
said this.
In general, I just don't like when I wake up when someone is like trying to have a conversation with me or like talking about stuff that's way too deep for in the morning, and I'm like, chill.
I'm okay as long as I've showered at that point. Like as long as I've showered, I'm awake. But before then, don't come near me.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
So it's Friday. There was some new music out today. Some of it was better than others. This is the thing we're doing every week. Jesper completely forgot to find a pick for last week, but hopefully he has one this week. So Jesper, what's your new Music Friday song that you like the most this week? Go on.
Hey, why are you ripping into me for getting shit?
No.
Hey, what's this?
We'll allow it.
All right, okay. Actually, today I did my job. So have you heard this new Cage tune, by the way?
Yes.
I honestly don't even remember the name. The only thing I know about it is that it's a fucking banger, and if you guys haven't heard it, it's so good. It's like, what's that word when there's like polyrhythm? It's like the longest polyrhythm I've ever heard in like a melody and like a song like this. And every time Cage releases a song, it just blows my fucking mind, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jesper half did his job because he did have a song, but he forgot the name.
Hey, shut up, man.
Okay, right. Kelvin, do you have anything released recently that you like?
I really liked the latest Gorgon City one. Done Enough, You've Done Enough. Yeah, You've Done Enough. That one is like a tune. It's like a deep house song or deep techish house. And yeah, it's just really chill and vibey. It's like a good song when you're in the car having a long drive and you listen to it. You're like,
it's a driving song.
Yeah. I haven't heard that one. Yeah, you better send me that one afterwards. I haven't heard it yet.
Sure. I need to listen to that as well.
Sure, so I will send it to you guys.
My one for this week, Julian Jordan and Guy Arthur just dropped a song called Let Me Be the One. It was a bit different to what I expected to hear from both of them, but I quite liked it. I
saw that song fucking blew up.
It's because it's on Martin Garrix's release radar because it's like a stamped compilation or something. So it's like,
oh shit, that's why.
I'm pretty sure it is, if I'm correct. But like, fair play, like it's got like 200K already.
Yeah, man. Sick. Well, dude, probably even more now because it's been like a while, you know. Like so I thought I did well with 100K a day, and then I saw this shit. Like what's going on? Like how are you gonna make?
Oh, Jasper's flexing on us again.
He's flexing. Oh no!
Oh, shut up. Where's your spin and release, Tom? Shut up.
Oh! Now he's looking down.
Pending.
Okay, man. All right.
If any A&Rs are watching, please send me.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
No, but that was a good tune. Do you know what? I'll be nice. I also like that song that Jonth released recently called Famous.
Same.
Thank you, Tom.
It's catchy. It's catchy.
Pretty good.
Thank you, guys.
Any songs by anyone else in here you liked recently, Jasper?
No, I can't think of anyone actually. To be honest,
I knew you were going to do that. Why did I set myself up for that?
Yeah.
Right. Well,
how did that one do now? By the way, I want to hear. How did
it's nearly on 100K now. So
that's nice, man. That's so dope.
2 weeks, which is not quite a day, which you did, but it's different type of
dude.
music.
Honestly, like fucking hell, you can't compare that to a spin and release with Tungevaga. Like it's,
no.
You are doing bits with that right now, man.
Thank you, man. I'm very happy with how Run For Your Life's done.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, hopefully more stuff like that soon. I've been working super hard recently, as we said. So nothing better to do than this podcast, which is good fun and music. So yeah.
And TikTok.
And TikTok.
Oh yeah, and TikTok.
Okay. I wasn't going to mention this, but we'll mention it again since you said. Well, Kelvin, you've been jumping on TikTok a bit as well, haven't you?
No.
Come on.
Here we go.
Yeah, true.
So why have you jumped on it? Because I explained last week why I've jumped on it.
Do I really have to explain it?
Go on.
My good friend Tom Wilson was using TikTok or creating content for it, and so I asked him like, how is TikTok? How does it work? And then he explained me a little bit, and then he suddenly went TikTok famous, and I was like,
famous.
And I was like, I need to jump on the bandwagon. So yeah, that's where I am right now. No.
All right, yeah, go check out Kelvin on TikTok. What's your ad on TikTok?
at Domastic, but
you know
I only have like 30 followers on some
top line of the bio, top line of the description. Sorry, will be Kelvin's TikTok. The top line will be nice. It will be Kelvin's TikTok. So go follow him. Go follow him on TikTok.
No.
Yeah,
we'll put it before anything because we're feeling nice this week. So yeah, check Kelvin's TikTok.
Yeah. Thanks. I
Is there anything else you want to plug?
Though.
Yeah, it was just duo one of mine. Duet one of mine.
Yeah. Yeah, literally that would work. So is there anything else?
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to plug right now? Like anything else that you got?
What I want to plug? Be sure to stream my music on Spotify because why not? And keep my Instagram up to date for new stuff. My Instagram is at DJ Domastic.
Yeah, we'll put that in the description as well.
Awesome. Just
that'll be at the bottom though. That'll be at the bottom.
Exactly.
The TikTok.
Damn it. But yeah, anyways, no, I have nothing else to plug pretty much. No.
Thanks for coming on, dude. It's been a really, really fun episode. Pretty different to last week, but I don't know. This is probably how it's going to be with guests. We'll just ask them about their experience and stuff. Any guests you want to see on upcoming episodes, mention it down below. Anything you want us to talk about in the next episode, again, comment it down below. I've been Tom Wilson. We've got Kelvin here, Domastic.
Yo.
We've had Jasper as well.
Peace.
And we'll see you next week. See you later, everyone.
Later.
Bye. Peace.
Later.